What's up, motherfuckers? It's your boy Blaze up in this bitch. And today's topic is inspired by the homeboy CPN. And I've heard him talk about this topic a couple times. And a lot of what he says is true. But fam, there's always that but, right? So the topic is there pride in being an underground artist? Yes, it's true that every artist does promos and all this other shit to make their project or album or whatever the fuck have you reach as many people as possible, to be the biggest it could be. It is also true that I never heard an artist say, I do not want my album to go platinum. Now, does a platinum album necessarily mean that you are mainstream? I don't think so. Great Milenko went mainstream back in the 90s. Or it didn't go mainstream. It went platinum back in the 90s. But does that mean it went mainstream? I don't believe so. You know what I'm saying? The mainstream sound just evolves. Over time, it evolves. Same reason why the mainstream artists of the 90s ain't the same mainstream artists of the 2000s. And the mainstream artist of the 2000s is not the same as the mainstream artist of the 2010s, and neither the 2010s of today. You know what I'm saying? It's an evolving sound. Now the song Gangnam Style went platinum 4 or 5 times maybe. Does that make that Chinese guy a mainstream artist? I don't believe so. With this mainstream sound that's always evolving is the reason why we have so many one-hit wonders nowadays. So going back to what I was saying, is there pride in being a fucking underground artist? There is, to an extent. You know what I'm saying? If you do not change your sound to cater to a mainstream audience, and you are still being successful, yes, there is pride in being an underground artist. Like I said, there is no fucking way. Like, let's take ICP for example. There's no fucking way you could polish the Wicked Clown sound enough for it to cater to any mainstream audience. No fucking way. And the Clowns have stayed true to their sound, true to their theme, true to everything that they stand for. And for that, I think there's a certain amount of pride that goes along with staying underground. A lot of artists do that. It's called a sellout. Now, I don't believe that a sellout is a person that goes on the radio or tries to promote their shit on the radio or has TV shows or does any of this shit. A sellout, at least to me, is an artist that switches everything from the way they make music to the way they come. Their the way they have their gimmick, maybe the way that they just do entertainment to cater to a mainstream audience. And I do not believe that ICP has changed anything. So in that sense, yes, there could be a reason why they have pride in staying underground. Now, this is just using ICP as an example. There's a lot of different artists out there that have tried different things. Take 9, for example. He had his run in the mainstream. I think it was like a year or two maybe, or you would see him coming out in different projects on the radio with various mainstream artists at that time. Did that make him a mainstream artist? I still don't think so. You know what I'm saying? Because a strange sound cannot be polished enough to feed a mainstream audience. And like I said, it's forever evolving. So what's mainstream today is not going to be mainstream in a couple years. Which is the reason why I say that mainstream didn't go tech. You know what I'm saying? And as much as people like to hate on that, that's just how I feel. So yeah, there is a certain amount of pride of staying true to your art and not going with the flow, going against the grain, not going with the next thing that's popping. And staying true to what your art form is. You know what I'm saying? So in that case, yes, I do believe there's a certain amount of pride that goes into being and catering to an underground audience. So it's your homeboy Blaze. I am that motherfucker here at the Carnival Spirits channel. We be them ninjas in motherfucking action. Peace.